Hey guys, thanks for checking in. It's Monday, I'm back from vacation. I'm getting real busy. I wanted to stop, take a moment, go over some troubleshooting with you on this brake job I'm doing. Before you get excited, I'm not doing another brake job video. I feel like that's all I ever do sometimes. Sometimes I feel like that's all I'm ever doing is brakes. I did them for like 3 weeks straight. I feel like that's all. I was flooded with brake jobs before I went on vacation. First day back, first job, brakes. But I just want to go over the troubleshooting part of diagnosing I'll get this straight, a steering wheel vibration or brake pedal pulsation, wobble, whatever they're going to call it. Usually, or not usually, sometimes overlooked. Sometimes people are hasty to jump into it and go, oh, I know what that is right away. I feel it out. It needs a set of front rotors or whatever it is. It's pretty common among newbies as well as seasoned people in the trade. I've seen seasoned guys go, oh, right away you want to go. I've seen that before. I know what it is. With a lot of things, your experience, you've seen it before. You wanna be the armchair quarterback. You want to shotgun it. New guys do the same thing sometimes. They're anxious to find out what it is, and as soon as they get to the first problem, they go, that's it. They find a stuck caliper. They find a warped rotor. They find a whatever it is, they jump right on it and go, that's the problem. And they never finish checking it out because they're excited they found the problem. Laziness, haste, whatever. So, I got a 2007 Toyota FJ Cruiser customer complaint, steering wheel wobble vibration, which is, of course, step one, get the customer information. When does it happen? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it rainy? Is it whatever? Two, road test it. Verify it. Take it out. Cold. Get it hot. Whatever it is. Hit the brakes. Let go of the steering wheel. Does it pull? All of that fun stuff. Get your information together. A lot of guys just want to shoot in the garage, pull the wheels, and start checking stuff. Road test it. So also, so you know that when it's on, when you're done, you know if it's fixed, because you felt it before, you felt it after. Common sense, right? Still overlooked. And then do the visual. Get out your tools. Run out gauge if necessary. Whatever you need. Make sure it's 100%. This truck is a perfect example of why, and I guess that's why I stopped to make the video, because it wasn't as simple as a warped rotor. Take you around real quick. I'll show you what I found. Okay, so what are we talking about? I went for the road test. Customer says that he thinks it's in the front. I took it for a road test. I think it's in the back. However, right at the end of the road test, I thought I felt a little steering wheel vibration, right? So we pull it in, we pull all the wheels off. Do a quick visual, spin the wheels. If you're lucky, you can actually feel a wheel grabbing, which would be a bonus. Visual inspection, things like, hold on, let me take you along here. I don't know on this particular vehicle, but there's this one spring clip here, and it usually is two. There's one here, one here. This one only has one, so either it's missing, broken, or maybe this vehicle doesn't call for it. I find that hard to believe, but secondly, try to compress the calipers. This one, I might as well show you actually. Hold on. A bit crude. I'm just going to grab this real quick. It's a 4-piston caliper, so it's not like I could just jam I don't want to jab a screwdriver in there and break the pad, in case we're not actually doing brakes. So I'm going to take this real quick. I'm just going to give a little squeeze. That one collapses. 4-piston caliper. That one collapses. That one collapses. And this one does not. As hard as I squeeze that piston won't go in. So right out of the gate, we got a bad caliper. Let's keep going. This is the right front. It's got a broken clip. Again, it's only got the bottom clip in place. That one's broken. The top one's missing. The pads look like they're relatively new and they look like they're in decent shape. But let's keep going. Rear brakes look okay. The caliper looks fine. The caliper compresses. The pads look okay. The rotors look smooth. They're not pitted or rusted or anything crazy. At this point, it's time to get the dial indicator out or the run out gauge and figure out what's causing the wobble. If you guys don't know what a run out gauge is, if you don't have one, they're relatively inexpensive, nice tool to have. Its main purpose obviously is for brake rotors, but it has other purposes. This one's magnetic. You can get them with a clamp on it that you can clamp it onto something. There's a few different ways. Some of them come with multiple attaching devices, and this one seems to work pretty well for me. I always find a place to stick it on there and get a pretty accurate reading. Let me show you how this thing works. Alright, I put a couple of lug nuts back on here just to anchor the rotor up, make sure it's not moving on me. Sometimes it helps if you take some brake cleaner and clean the rotor up so you don't drag the pin and vibrate the heck out of it. They want you to set this to 0. If you don't have to, if you just want to just stare at the gauge. It's only going to move a couple thousandths if anything. I'm looking for anything more than 2. So, you know, just yeah, see if you touch it, it starts moving all over. That's why I usually leave it alone. But for you guys, let's try that. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Actually, we're starting a little below 0, so it's more like, oh, there you go. It's actually starting at 99. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's a 5 thousandths run out right there. That's enough for me. That rotor's warped. It's getting hot in here. What did we end up having? Left rear rotor's warped, right front rotor's warped, left front caliper's got a hung piston. We got some broken hardware in the right front. This was the only reason for the video, really. Just be complete in your diagnosis. If I'd gone with the customer said, I would have looked at only the fronts. If I went with just what I felt, I would have just went with the back. Some people may have stopped when they hit the right front rotor and, oh, the right front rotor's warped, we're done. Ditto for the caliper on the left front, ditto for the rotor on the left rear. So don't assume, don't stop, go over the whole car. That's just some quick tips for me today. Get all the customer information, the where, what, you know, how, why the problem happens. Try to duplicate it, take it for the road test, pull it in, take the whole car apart if you have to, all the wheels off, go over everything. I put the runout gauge on every wheel. I tried to collapse every caliper. That's really it. Be complete. And, you know, you build a job how you want. You come up with how you want to make the repair. For me, even though the pads are in good shape, I would recommend, you know, 4-wheel brakes and rotors and a left front caliper to make sure that the repair is done the way I want it and I can stand behind it and put my name on it. You know, and I'm not going to criticize that. It's not what the video is about, how you make the repair. Just quick troubleshooting. That's it. Thanks for checking it out. Click subscribe. Check out my other videos. Tell me what you think. If you have another way of doing this, I'd love to hear it. Hope everybody's doing it right. I got to open the door back up because it's getting hot in here. I'm sweating. And hope everybody has a great day. Peace.